Welcome to the Playground of Potential. I'm Matt the Poet, and this is my playground. Today, I'd like to talk about perspective. And for that, I came up onto this mountain to shed some light on it, even though it's a cloudy day. And with that, it's a perfect illustration. As soon as I got up top here, it started to rain a bit, and I had the option of seeing that as something negative, right? Oh man, I'm getting rained on. But the truth is, if I zoom out for a moment, it gives me the opportunity to see that this land, this high desert land, needs water right now. So if I shift my perspective from my personal perspective to the perspective of my larger human, my larger self that is one with this land here, I get to realize that this is exactly what I need right now. And the beauty is, with that shift in perspective, I'm not getting soaked. I would love for this land to get soaked right now, but in good time, right? And all of that to say that perspective is a tool that we get to use in our lives to better navigate. We have this Taoist tale of a farmer who comes across a horse, and he brings the horse back home, and his neighbors say to him, "What a lucky and fortunate man you are." And he says, "We'll see." And the following day, the horse breaks out of its pen and runs out into the wilds and gets lost. And the neighbors say, "What an unfortunate man you are to lose your horse that you just gained." And he says, "We'll see." And the following day, he goes out, the horse returns, but not just the horse, but the horse has brought multiple other horses with it. And now he has multiple horses, and his neighbors, of course, say, "You are a very fortunate man." And he says, "We'll see." And the following day, as his son is beginning to try to tame these wild horses that have been acquired by the farmer, the son gets flung from one of the horses and breaks his leg. And the neighbors, of course, they say, "What an unfortunate man. Your son has now broken his leg, is lame now." And he says, "We'll see." And the following day, the army comes by to conscript all able-bodied young men to fight in a war that could very well lead to his death. And yet this man has just broken his leg and can't go. And if you haven't gotten the rhythm of it or seen the higher picture of it all, it shows us, and this Taoist farmer's perspective is that it's all about how we choose to perceive the events in our lives, as whether they are negative or positive. Shakespeare says, "Nothing is either good or bad, but thinking makes it so." In other words, the thoughts and perspectives that we lay upon a thing is how we deem it good or bad. And in reality, it's all kind of neutral. So with that, most Taoists choose to remain in that neutral place. And while I love the Taoist constructs and the view from the Taoist perspective, I have chosen to utilize my malleable perspective to see things from a positive angle. Whenever things happen in my life, I do my best to bring the eyes upon it in such a way that it favors me. And with that, since that shift in my life, since I decided to changed my perspective in that way, my life has gotten progressively better. So much better. And it's been such an amazing tool in ridding myself of depression and the more negative constructs like addiction that I used to suffer from, you know? And yes, I'm saying negative because they were not fun. And I can choose to see them at this point in my life as an initiatory practice. Those dark times in my life and the journey it took to get out of them has given me so much. So I can even change that perspective from this vantage point. And perhaps if I had had this changing perspective back then, I may have been able to shift my way out of them much more quickly. So I offer this tool to you. What are you looking at in your life that you can shift the perspective on? If you feel like sharing, please leave a comment below and check out my website. If you're interested in working with me, I've got classes that are just starting up. So I'm really excited about that. And if you want to talk one-on-one, we have transformational guidance sessions that I offer that I can sort of give you a walkthrough on how to begin to shift your perspective, if that's something that interests you. So I hope these words spoke to you, and I look forward to talking to you again shortly in the future. Till then, peace.